The autumn leaves had begun to turn shades of gold and crimson across the vast expanse of Harlan's Hollow, painting the Montana landscape in a tapestry of warmth that belied the cooling winds whispering through the pines. Weeks had passed since Jack Colton first rode into their lives, mending not just the broken fence but igniting sparks in the hearts of the three Harlan sisters that refused to dim. The ranch hummed with a new energy, cattle grazed contentedly within sturdy boundaries, the barns stood taller with fresh repairs, and laughter echoed more frequently from the farmhouse porch. Jack had become a fixture, his tent by the river replaced by a room in the bunkhouse, his wandering days paused as he poured his skills into the land. Yet beneath the harmony lay a simmering tension, a rivalry among Evelyn, Clara, and Lila that flared in subtle ways, a lingering glance during chores, a specially prepared meal, a shared ride that lasted longer than necessary. The sisters had vowed to put family first after that stormy night of confessions, but hearts are wild things, untamed like the mustangs on the hills, and Jack's presence tested their resolve daily. Morning light filtered through the lace curtains of the farmhouse kitchen as Evelyn stood at the stove, flipping pancakes with a practiced flick of her wrist, the sizzle mingling with the aroma of brewing coffee and frying bacon. At 28, she carried the weight of the ranch on her shoulders, her red hair pinned up severely, but lately, soft strands escaped, framing her face in a way that softened her sharp features. She glanced out the window toward the corral where Jack was breaking a young colt, his shirt clinging to his broad back from the effort, his commands gentle yet firm. A warmth spread through her chest, one she tried to dismiss as gratitude, but it lingered like the morning mist. Clara entered next, her blonde curls tousled from sleep, carrying a sketchbook under her arm. She had been up late painting by lamplight, capturing the essence of the ranch in watercolors, sunsets over the canyons, wildflowers in the meadows, and lately, subtle portraits of a certain cowboy's profile. "Morning, Evie," she said softly, pouring coffee, her eyes also drifting to the window. "He's got a way with horses, doesn't he? Like he understands their souls." Evelyn nodded curtly, plating the food. "Practical skill, that's all. We need it here." But her voice held a note of defensiveness, and Clara smiled knowingly, though it didn't reach her eyes. Lila burst in moments later, her dark hair loose and wild, boots thudding on the wooden floor as she snatched a pancake from the stack. "You two are up early mooning over the view again," she teased, her 21 years brimming with unbridled energy. She had spent the previous day riding with Jack, learning to throw a lasso under his patient guidance, their laughter carrying on the wind. "He's taking me to check the upper pasture today. Says there's a spot with a view that'll knock my socks off." Evelyn's fork paused midway to her mouth. "The upper pasture? That's a full day's ride. Dangerous terrain this time of year with the mudslides." Clara set her cup down a bit too hard. "Alone, Lila, you know better than to." Lila rolled her eyes, grinning. "Jealous, sisters. He's just being kind. Besides, someone's got to keep him company while you two bury yourselves in chores." The air thickened with unspoken words, the rivalry bubbling like the coffee on the stove. They ate in strained silence, each lost in thoughts of Jack, his deep laugh, his calloused hands, the way his blue eyes crinkled when he smiled. By midday, Jack and Lila set off on horseback, Rusty leading the way with Lila's mare, Shadow, trotting beside. The trail wound through meadows dotted with grazing cattle, up into hills where aspens shivered in the breeze. Jack pointed out landmarks, the old mining shack from Gold Rush days, a hidden spring where deer came to drink. Lila rode close, her laughter light as she recounted childhood antics on the ranch, making him chuckle. "You're a wildfire, Lila Harlan," he said, tipping his hat. "Full of spark and hard to contain." She blushed, leaning in her saddle. "And you're the steady wind that fans the flames, Jack Colton." Their eyes met, a charged moment hanging between them until a distant rumble of thunder broke the spell. Dark clouds gathered over the mountains, an unexpected fall storm rolling in fast. Jack frowned. "We best head back. These storms turn treacherous quick." But as they turned, rain unleashed in sheets, turning the trail to slick mud. Shadow slipped, rearing in panic, and Lila tumbled into a ravine, her cry echoing. Back at the ranch, Evelyn and Clara grew worried as hours passed without sign. Evelyn paced the porch, her practical nature turning to fear. "I knew that ride was foolish." Clara clutched her shawl, whispering prayers. When Jack appeared through the downpour, carrying a soaked and shivering Lila in his arms, relief flooded them, mingled with sharp pangs of envy at the intimacy of the scene. He laid her on the couch by the fire, tending to bruises and a sprained wrist with the same gentle efficiency he'd shown the fence. "She's tough," he assured, but his voice carried worry. The sisters hovered, brewing tea, fetching blankets, their rivalry paused in crisis. As night fell, the storm raged outside, wind howling like a banshee. Gathered around the hearth, stories flowed, Jack sharing tales of narrow escapes on the trail, the sisters recounting their parents' legacy. Laughter mixed with tears, bonds deepening in the firelight. But dawn brought clarity and renewed tension. Lila, bandaged but spirited, milked the heroics, basking in Jack's concern. He saved me, you know. Carried me miles through that storm. Clara, painting in the barn to escape, overheard Jack praising Evelyn's strength in managing the ranch alone. You've got a core of iron, Evelyn. Admirable. Her brush strokes grew bolder, jealousy fueling art. Evelyn, mending tack, caught Jack watching Clara's gentle way with an orphaned calf, his eyes soft. The subtle competitions escalated. Evelyn cooking Jack's favorite stew, Clara gifting a portrait of Rusty, Lila challenging him to a race and winning with triumphant whoops. Whispers and sidelong glances filled the days, the vow fraying. The